So basically, I salute you all, and thanks for always watching. Thanks for always being on. Basically, I appreciate the amount that you watch this channel, like the video, continue subscribing and share to friends. Basically, so today we are under administrative law. We are going to be under administrative law basically, and the point that which we are going to see today, it is about the local government basically. The local government. It is all about the local government. And the point which you have to bear in mind under local government, it is a decentralized system of governance. That is basically the local government. It is a decentralized system of governance, basically. What do I mean that decentralized? It means that each district has its local government. We have the central government, then we have the local governments in each district. So it is a decentralized system of what? Of governance. That is to deal with the what? With the local government. When you read local government, actually it is provided under chapter 11 of the 1995 Constitution of Uganda. Basically, it is the one that provides what a local government is, basically. And some of the functions of the local government to ensure that government or the local people receive what? Government activities, to ensure that the government policies are put into what? Into action, basically. It also ensures that even laws are made to the lower level, basically, in this essence. So, among others, basically, because we shall relate whereby we see that under the local government, basically, or under the local government, Section 1 of the Local Government Act, that is Cap 138. I think it is the new revised act, basically. And also when you also relate to Article 176, Clause 2 of the Constitution, provides for some of the elements or the principles which the local government shall comply with. But out of the principles, that's where we see some of the functions of the local government, basically, to ensure a clear administration, a distribution of power, also the chain of command, basically the effective administration of district policies, district laws, among others, basically. So those are some of the functions of the local government. And under the local government or the local government, we shall look on these three things. We shall look at its executive powers. We shall look at its executive powers, financial powers, legislative powers, administrative powers. Those are some of the things that we are going to look at the local government, basically. Executive powers, the financial powers, the legislative powers, and the administrative powers, basically. That's the structure of a local government that we are going to look at. So we shall first look at the executive powers. Executive powers, we're not looking basically at the powers of the president, and that's not the quotation that we must drive this, that executive, that's president. No, in this essence we are looking at the local government being also a policy maker, that it can also make reforms on its local level, basically. So that's the quotation that we look at under Section 180 of the Constitution provides that the local government shall have both executive and legislative powers. That is Article 180 of the Constitution, which provides that local government shall have both the legislative and executive powers. In this essence, we see that under Section 16, subsection 2 of the Local Government Act provides that the local government shall have the District Executive Committee, which shall consist chairperson and other members, basically, of the council, basically. And the District Executive Committee, it is the one that shall implement the executive powers, basically. When we relate to section 17 of the Local Government Act, gives some of the functions of the Executive District Committee, which shall be initiating and formulating policies for approval in the local government implementation, basically, in the local council implementation, basically. So it gives in mind that the formation of the local district committee, it is one of which exercises those executive power. It is some of the icon that is vivid, basically, in that essence. Whereby to take you back under Section 3 of the Local Government Act provides that there shall be a local system of governments based on the district, and each district shall have what? An administration unit, which is the local government, basically, in that essence. And among others, basically, also to take you back under Section 9 of the Local Government Act, provides that there shall be the council, which shall be the highest corporate authority between the area of jurisdiction of the local government, and shall have the executive and legislative powers to be exercised in accordance with the Local Government Act and the Constitution, basically. I'm trying to be, because local government is all about authorities. That's why I must be keen on the legislations, basically. So that is the quotation, or that's the quotation we see under executive powers. You get, local government is all about knowing the Local Government Act here and the Constitution on your head. We don't have cases here, basically. So that is the quotation to deal with the local government, or the local government in this essence. Then I've told you that we shall look at the executive powers, then we shall also look at the financial powers of the local government, basically. Financial powers of the local government, when you relate to Article 176 of the Constitution, provides that the local councils, it is 176 clause something, provides that the local council shall have reliable sources of revenue, and they should be able to plan, initiate, and implement their own what? Projects, basically. So in this essence, what you look at in this essence, that the council, or the council shall have that category, or shall have the reliable sources of revenue, whereby they should implement their own what? Projects, basically. You get, so this backs up it in this essence, basically. And also after Article 176, we shall relate to Section 83 of the Local Government Act. Section 83. Section 83 provides that the local government may levy, charge, or collect fees and taxes. This gives you that it has that mandate. That's why you see most of the time the local council comes to create taxes from the shops, what and what, from the people that want housing, what and what. They say that go to the local council. KCC every time and then in Kampala, you see that it is taking away the traders that haven't paid taxes. Traders are complaining, taxes are high, taxes are high. It is not done by the central government, it is the local council that is doing those rules, basically. So note that in mind, basically. And some of the Section 83, we have seen it. Then Section 87 of the Local Government Act gives borrowing powers to the what? To the local government. The local government can borrow. Remember, a local government is a body corporate. It can sue or be sued in its own names, basically. So in this essence, Section 87 gives the borrowing powers to the local government. That the local government has power to borrow funds, basically, in that essence. So that is the point that we can see in this essence. So that is to deal with the financial powers, basically. So now we are going, how can the control of those financial powers, basically, how can those financial powers be controlled? First of all, Section 85 basically provides the local government shall make a budget that shall be approved by the central government. That is one of the control. That the local government must have a budget that must be controlled by, that must be approved by the central government. Secondly, also, the local government is questionable under audit. It is audited by the Auditor General of the central government, basically, on its appropriation of what? Funds, basically. So that is also a second what? Control. The another one that we can see that that is one of the control. We see even the office of the IGG, Inspector General of Government, it also looks for corruption tendencies in the local what? Government, basically. So that is the control of the financial powers. Then we shall go to the legislative powers. Legislative powers, basically, they are meaning that the power is to make law. And we see that under Article 79, Clause 2, it gives Parliament power to delegate those powers to other bodies. And these other bodies include the local government, basically. We see that at Section 40 of the Local Government Act, subsection 1, It gives the local government legislative powers to make ordinances or to enact ordinances that are in line with the what? With the Constitution, basically. Article 40, Clause 2, it provides that those ordinances shall be taken to the Attorney General for approval, basically. Then we also have Section 41 empowers the lower local councils to make bylaws. The lower local councils, those are the sub-county, the village level, to make what? Bylaws, basically, in that essence. So that is the quotation that we see. And those are the legislative powers of the what? Of the local government, basically. So that is the quotation that we do what? That we see. Then another one that I've told you, we are going to look at the administrative powers of the what? Of the local government. Administrative powers of the local government. The general rule, or the general rule that we look at in this essence, that under administrative powers, they are administered or they are administered through the CAO. That is the Chief Administrative Officer. Basically, that is the Chief Administrative Officer in that essence. So, in that essence, where we say that Article 176 still, it gives the local power to control and employ its own staff. That is to do with the administration. It can employ and control its own staff, basically. But the key administrative officer is the CAO, under the administration of the what? Of the local government, basically, in this essence. Section 58 provides that following the Constitution, basically, in this essence, the Minister responsible for the local government may post persons to assist or cooperate with the services of the what? Of the local government, basically. That is to do with Section 58. Then Section 69. Section 69 of the Local Government Act establishes the office of the CAO. That is the Chief Administrative Officer. That is Section 69. That establishes the office of the Chief Administrative Officer. The Chief Administrative Officer, following this section, shall be appointed by the Public Service Commission. Basically, some of the qualification you must have, basically, you must have a 10-year working experience, you must have a diploma in public administration or social studies, that is a diploma, and also to have a degree from any recognized institution. Once you have those qualifications, apply to be the CAO, the Chief Administrative Officer, in this essence. And some of the functions of the CAO or the Chief Administrative Officer, they are provided under Section 70 of the Local Government Act, basically. There are not many, but the major emphasis of the CAO, it is to implement all the lawful decisions made by the district councils, basically. That is the major role of the CAO. In this essence, first of all, he supervises and monitors, coordinates activities of the district, gives guidance to the local government councils and their departments. He must have custody of all documents and records of the local government council. He acts as a liaison officer between the central government and the local government. He advises the chairperson of the district council or the district committee on the administration of the council. He assists in the maintenance of law, order, and security in the district, carries out any other duty that is also assigned to him by the district council, among others, as you stated in Section 70. But memorize them, they can ask them to you in your paper, basically. So it is key to memorize such duties, basically, in that essence. So that is the quotation that we see. Then we are going to also look at some of the circumstances where the district administration is taken over by the president or by the executive arm of the central government. So, some of the circumstances where the district administration is taken over by the executive arm or by the president, they are these ones. They are provided under Article 202 of the 1995 Constitution and Section 110 of the Local Government Act, Cap 138. One of it is that by the request of the district council. Secondly, state of emergency. Thirdly, is for administrative failure, basically. Those are some of the circumstances, basically. For example, the district council can request the president to take them over. Secondly, administrative failure, that the district administration has failed. Thirdly is the state of emergency. State of emergency declared by the what? By the president, basically. So that is the quotation. And also we see other areas whereby also the control is provided through the appointment of the RDCs to take the overall supervision of the district, basically. The residential district commissioner, they are always appointed by the president to be the overseers of the district activities, basically. So that is the quotation, or that's what we see in this essence. So probably that's the local government, basically. Just memorize those articles, those sections, then you're good to go for the paper to answer such a question, basically. So other than that, I thank you all. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being on. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos, comment where you feel that you are kind of agree, basically. So I wish you good luck. Yes, thank you for watching. Thank you for being on the channel. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos, share the videos, and stay on. Thank you very much for always watching. Stay blessed and be blessed. Continue watching.